Hi guys, DevilHunterXYZ, and we are back playing Shantae Half-Genie Hero. And by we're back, I mean the new DLC just came out recently, known as Friends to the End. Essentially that one you're playing as Shantae's friends, Sky, Rottytops, and Bolo. And well, story-wise, it takes place at the same... at the moment where Risky steals the dynamo, and Shantae gets converted... well, it gets taken over by the dark magic. And actually, thinking about it, it's like the same spot where Pirate Queen's Quest takes place. Even though that one though, Pirate Queen's Quest, I think that one's non-canon. I think technically Friends to the End is actually canon to the story itself. But anyway, though, the whole DLC for this one though is actually not as long as I thought it was going to be initially. I mean, I managed to get all the trophies in a couple of days, and really the only challenging one was probably doing the 100% speed run, which at the time of this recording, there really is no official word as to what is the time limit for it. I mean, kind of basing it off of forums that I read, it was roughly about maybe an hour 5, hour 10 minutes, something like that. I mean, it really wasn't too bad. I mean, for the most part, if you just keep if you keep saving and loading spots up, if you think you're going too slow. But I guess that's kind of typical for any of the other speedrunning trophies in this game. So I think for the most part, it's not that bad. I'm going to open up the third file right here. I was using it. I was mainly using it for. Yeah, I was mainly just using it as a test one. So I'm gonna go for a new game. I mean, I didn't really start much in this one anyway, so might as well start over. And let's let this adventure begin. Gather round, kids. It's time to test out my latest invention. I call it the Dynamo. What's it do, Uncle? I'll demonstrate. Watch closely. So the same initial events, essentially trying to test out the new Dynamo. See those crystals up top? One is made of dark magic and the other is made of light magic. When brought together, the crystals generate energy, which this machine collects and stores for future use. Oh yeah, also this is probably the first time where the actual characters, Bolo, Rottytops, and Sky actually have real voice acting. He means it makes electricity. Precisely. But what's the electricity used for, Uncle? Why, to help you protect Scuttletown, of course. We'll use this contraption to light up the town all day and night. 24 hours a day to keep pirates at bay. Gosh, you think this could really work? Of course it will. I followed the blueprints to the letter. And of course, not really. Uh-oh. I don't like the looks of that. Look out, it's going to... What happened? Oh, classic Risky. Oh no, it's... Risky Boots, Queen of the Seven Seas. Sorry to drop in unannounced, but it's time I give you all a demonstration of my own. Keep your eyes on the half-genie brat. She's going from good to evil. What did you do to her? Isn't it lovely? I've inverted her magic. But the machine wasn't designed for such a purpose. How could... Fool, don't you see you were building my machine all along? You inhumane fiend. You switched the blueprints on me. Ha, don't look so glum. What you've built for me is so much better. You see... Well, exactly. And my next target will be the biggest source of light magic in the entire world, the Genie realm. No, do that and you will drown Sequin Land in utter darkness. Ha, now you're getting the picture. I'm off to destroy the world as you know it. Have fun with your ill-tempered genie brat. Oh no, she got away. We can't let her go through it with it. We've got to do something.
What can we do?
That's a good question. Oh, that's not good. I know what you can do. You can suffer and squirm like the pathetic maggots you are. Wallow in torment forever in oblivion.
Shantae's turned pure evil.
No!
Take cover.
Hit the dirt! Die!
I'll destroy you all. Oh. Well, this is different.
What in the world happened?
The dark magic must have overloaded her body. She's been knocked unconscious.
What do we do now?
Yeah, we can't just leave her like this. Just a moment. Perhaps we can use this opportunity to help Shantae before she wakes up. There, you see that? The dark magic that exploded out of her body, some force is drawing it back in. Call me crazy, but I bet one of us could enter that vortex and try to rescue her from the inside. How exactly would you know this would work? Assuming the good Shantae is trapped somewhere in there, one of us could make contact and bring her back. Mister, you're crazy. Even if it works, who knows what evil lurks inside her corrupted mind. If we provoke her, she could destroy us with a single thought. It's worth a shot. If it helps Shantae, I'll go.
Bolo.
You? No offense, Bolo, but we're trying to save her, not make things worse. And I suppose you think you should go? Who died and made you boss cow?
Be the one.
A zombie? No way, you're the last person Shantae would want inside her brain. She like it the most because I like her brain the most. Stop arguing, you three. You're going to... Wait! Yeah, so here's where the story takes a different turn. Is this... Are we inside her mind? It looks like a storm. More like a nightmare. Blast it all. Now I'm stuck out here by myself. What am I going to do if she wakes up? Fend her off with a broom handle? Ugh. Sounds like you kids made it in, anyway. Yes, we're here inside Shantae's mind. I call it the nightmare realm. Who cares what you call it? Listen, you gotta find Shantae before it's too late. Right, you can count on me.
You wait here. I can handle this myself.
Yeah, this is gonna be a huge theme of this, having the so-called friends kind of one-upping each other. No way, hero stuff is my jam. I'm going.
I say we split up.
I say we split up. You two slowpokes will just get in my way. Listen up, you kids. Teamwork. That's the only way you will be able to help her, by working together. Ugh. Trust these two numbskulls? Ugh.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a problem, isn't it? I know you can do it. May your bonds of friendship be strong as steel. Good luck. Listen up, kids. To survive Shantae's twisted memories, you three will need to work together as a team. First, let's learn about Bolo. Bolo can fire his spring claw to grab onto pegs. Use the spring claw by pressing triangle. Hold up will aim the claw directly upwards. Once Bolo has latched onto the pegs, he can swing about freely and jump off at any time. Go ahead, give it a shot. Yeah, so one of the new things with Bolo is, well, you can actually use the grappling claw to latch on, and you can swing back and forth, which actually comes in handy. Bolo can use his melee attack to destroy cracked blocks. Go ahead, smashy smashy. Yeah, so basically it's just normal attack for Bolo. Bolo can grapple to both pegs and rings. When firing Bolo's spring claw, it will default to a forward angle. This makes it easy to get him swinging back and forth. Shorten or lengthen the chain by pressing up or down. With a longer chain, Bolo can jump a greater distance. Give it a try. Alright, so... yes, if I make the chain longer... yeah, I could swing a lot farther. Okay, so now that we're done with Bolo, next let's learn about Rottytops. Rotty can throw her head through nightmare energy and similar barriers. Press and hold triangle to put Rottytops in throw mode. Release to toss her head. She will reform anywhere her head safely lands. Try it out. Yeah, so this one's kind of unique. With Rottytops, you're actually able to throw... you're able to throw your head across barriers. Rottytops can throw her head at any angle to match the situation. Throw at fixed angles by using the D-pad, or free aim by using the left stick. Give it a shot. Yeah, so you can do the normal throw by just using the D-pad, which, I mean, it's fine for the most part, but there are going to be times where you're going to need to actually position more precisely, so you're honestly better off using the left stick. Of course, I'm going to be most likely switching back and forth with doing that. So I'm going to be mostly switching between the D-pad and the left stick at times, so it's going to be a little awkward. I mean, because I like using the D-pad for platformers like this. I don't really like using the left stick. Use Roddy's head toss to move through soft surfaces such as thin platforms. Please note that you can cancel a throw by pressing any available face buttons. Good luck. So luckily I can throw my head through platforms. I mean, of course, obviously the thin ones, but it does come in handy. Alright, up next we have Sky. Finally, let's learn about Sky. Press triangle to toss one of Sky's eggs. Press triangle while the egg is airborne to hatch a hoverbird for Sky to stand on. Use this ability to jump across wide gaps. Go ahead and try it. Yeah, so if you press triangle, allows you to throw an egg. Of course, it doesn't really do much, but if you press it again, creates a platform. Of course, unfortunately, it's temporary. It only lasts for a couple of seconds. When tossing eggs, Sky will default to a forward toss. However, holding up allows her to toss vertically. Remember that Sky's bird platforms will not disappear as long as she's standing on them. Go on and show off your vertical toss. Yeah, so this one, if you hold up... yeah, hold up and hatch the egg. Should be able to get it going. Of course, at times, I might have to try to... at times, I'm going to try to speed it a little bit by trying to quickly hatch the egg in the middle of the toss. And sometimes it works. Sometimes I kind of overshoot it. It's just kind of at a gamble at times. Sky can make longer jumps by using her friend Wrench as a glider. Jump and hold X to glide using Wrench. So kind of similar to Risky's pirate hat, you can actually use Wrench to glide across, which actually does come in handy when it comes to platforming. You know, in case you like mess up on jumps or whatever. Teamwork is often the key to victory. Determine who's best for the job and put that hero to good use. Switch between the heroes by pressing L and R. Of course, I guess for this case, since I'm using a PS4 controller, I guess L1 and R1. Alright. Oof. Sometimes two heroes we need to work together. Try making a hoverboard platform using Sky and have a different hero ride it. Solve this puzzle to show off your teamwork. Yeah, so really teamwork is the real key here. Having to switch between different characters at times. I mean, it's not like Risky or Shantae where you have all the abilities for one person. You have to use all three. One last thing, listen closely. Each of you has a special move that consumes dream magic. Well, dream magic essentially is kind of the equivalent to the magic meter that Shantae has. Bolo can throw bouncing spikes. Rottytops can regain health. Sky can summon protective birds that orbit her body. Try these moves while pressing the circle. Good luck, and remember, use teamwork. Yeah, so with Rottytops at least, circle allows you to chomp on a brain to regain health. And speaking of which, the 3 hearts is all you're going to be getting. That's kind of the only difficult part when it comes to this, is just you have very little health to work with, and they all share the health bar. So you gotta have to be careful at times as to what you're doing. Anyway, you get Bolo, bouncing spikes. It's not too bad. And of course, Sky has to protect the birds. You know, weirdly, even though they share the same health, the dream magic, though, they each have individual dream magic meters. It's just kind of strange, but I don't know. It's just how it is, I guess. Yeah, let's save the game.
What?
Where are we?
Hey.
Hey, this looks like the other day when Risky Boots attacked.
Don't you see?
Oh, don't you see? We're inside her mind, so it's only natural that we be experiencing her memories.
So this is her brain, eh?
Sure. Ooh, such torture, zombie cruelty. It's like going to an all-you-can-eat buffet with no spoon. Let me think. After I dropped her off, Shantae chased Risky's Tinkerbad crewmen all over town. I bet it was all a distraction so she could swap the blueprints without being seen. Then let's hurry. If we're quick, maybe we can keep it from happening. Yeah, then everything will be back to normal. Ugh.
Numbskulls.
This isn't time travel, you lame brains. Changing the outcome in here won't have any effect on the outside world. Yeah, that's a good point. We didn't go back in time, we're just in Shantae's memories. This is completely different. The point I'm trying to make is that we know where Shantae will be. Therefore, we can head her off and force a confrontation. Oh. Just leave the thinking to me, okay? Yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, so get used to that. The friends are gonna be fighting amongst each other for quite some time.
Here's egg in your face.
Okay. You know, I do like how the music is actually different. Well, I mean, the thing is, though, the gameplay is not really much different. It's mostly the same game, so I guess right off the bat it could be a little bit disappointing, maybe. But at least the music is somewhat different, so... Well, I guess I'll take some change as opposed to no change. Okay. Of course, the game never really talks about this, but each character has like a level, and you gain level ups by gathering crystals, you know, or gems, I guess, that's what it was in this game. And of course, the more gems you have, the higher the level you get, and essentially, I think essentially the stronger your attacks will become, or maybe faster the attacks you become. Well, I mean, I know for Bolo's sake, the higher the level, the stronger his attack. Same thing with Rottytops, the stronger her attacks will be. And I guess for Sky, the faster her attacks will be. So, I mean, it is crucial to try to level up your characters. The only downside is, if you do get hit, unfortunately you do lose gems. Which mean you can't actually go into a level down effect. So you gotta be aware. You gotta be careful. Yeah. Trying to get these starfish off me. Yeah, so you gotta be careful when you engaging in combat. You got a dream squid. You found a dream squid. Try collecting a lot of them. You never know what might happen. Yeah, the dream squids, honestly, just nothing more than collectibles. There really isn't anything. Really isn't anything if you beat the game with it. It's just there. Oof. Alright, so I found 2 of them. Well, see, each area actually has... each area has a certain number of the... Trying to collect all these gems. Each area has a certain number of... Well, it's always 3 squids, though, but I'm saying each area has squids to collect. Again, though, it's just pure collectibles sake. It doesn't really mean anything in the long run. I mean, it's just really only there for just the sake of getting 100% completion. Oof. Got too many starfish on me. Get off, get off. Thank you. Oof. Alright, gotta be careful. I'm trying to watch my health at the same time. Oh, overshot that. There you go. Yep, save. I mean, at least this time I'm not really trying to go for a speed run. I mean, like I said before, it wasn't really that difficult, but, well, yeah, I guess you just gotta be a little bit lucky at times. Alright. Okay, so... need Bolo for this one. Ow. Probably better if I eat some brains. Oh, almost made it. Ah. And of course, what makes this a little bit harder as well is that you're going to be facing some enemies earlier on than the main game. Let's see. That. Trying to spread out the level up evenly. Alright. Doing too bad so far. I mean, I do like Rottytops' attack, especially for close range. A little bit slow, but it does the most damage. That's good. Maybe we can try to level up Bolo. Alright. Try this again. I'm going to be using a lot of the heal ability from Rottytops. Oh. Of course, it went the bat phase through. Let's see. Oh, there was my phone. Alright. Save complete. Oh, goody. Here we are, and there's Shantae isn't.
Go, bird brain.
Fantastic way to go, bird brain.
But I was so sure.
This is the exact time and place where Shantae battled Risky Boots and took back the blueprint. Your theory's blown, Professor.
Huh?
Hold up, you two. We've got company. Well... Call me Queen of the Seven Seas, if you please.
What?
Huh? Is she talking to us? Your dim-witted relic hunting uncle is always blah blah blah.
Hey.
I think we're reliving Shantae's adventure as Shantae. Come again? Don't you see? She's helping us by leaving a trail of memories to follow. Or the opposite, she could be using her memories to wipe us out. We're gonna find out real quick because Risky's wrapping up her speech. Blah blah blah, don't call it that. Then, lock and load. Let's give this brat a proper workout. Oh shoot, here we go. Tinker Slug, Risky Boots Recall. Okay, so same strategy as the main game, trying to, well, avoid cannon blasts. I'm going to be sticking to Bolo for this one, since I'm going to be using the grappling hook. But luckily I like Bolo's attack since he can do multi-hits. I mean, it's pretty good in firepower, but it's also... oh. Pretty good in firepower, but at the same time also good for multi-hits. Ooh. Okay, I guess one more time. Oh, okay. Only just 2 more hits I needed. But either way, managed to take down the Tinker Slug. We beat her. Now what? So you managed to get the upper hand, but you never saved the Half-Genie run from a fate worse than death.
Huh?
Huh?
So long.
So long, bucklers.
Huh?
Was she talking directly to us?
But you said she was just a memory.
That's a good point. Actually, that Really doesn't make much sense. If this is supposed to be a memory, how does Risky know we're here?
What?
You mean she caught me staring? Get it together. This could be the first of many memories. I say until we know what's going on, we keep moving forward. Right. Right? I guess so. Alright, world clear. Again, though, I still don't understand why they call it world clear. Wouldn't it make more sense to say stage clear? Would you like to save the game? Of course. Okay, so unfortunately, unlike the main game, and I guess also unlike Pirate Queen's Quest game, there's no actual hub world or anything like that. Instead, you just progress through the game through each stage, which, you know, really in itself it's pretty linear to begin with. So why not just continue with the linearity? Yeah. So here we are in Mermaid Falls, if I'm not mistaken. Where are we? Another memory? Looks like it. I came here with Shantae to find the missing maidens. See, that's me over there. Hey, guy, looking good. Ha, this is awesome. What am I saying? Something heroic? You're always leaving me out. I'm sick of barfing in your shadow. I should be the hero. Ah. Wow. Maybe it wasn't something heroic? Let's go. If we follow this memory, it will lead us to the next piece of the puzzle.
Let's go.
Alright, so stage 2. Actually, speaking of which, if you bring out the menu, you can actually do stage select, which pretty much allows you to go back and replay different worlds or stages. I still not used to just calling them worlds when it's all just one world altogether. But anyway, you can go back and replay different worlds and, you know, recollect any of the dream squids that you may have missed. So I'm kind of glad it gives you that option. It's not like you have to go through the entire game in one clean shot. And if you mess up, you have to start all the way up from scratch. Okay. Also notice the music is quite different here. Of course, I've actually heard that some of the soundtracks here is ripped right out of Pirate's Curse, maybe? I'm not sure that's true or not because I've never played Pirate's Curse. Oh. Let's see, I know there's one squid out here. Well, you don't have to worry about underwater sections since, well, none of these characters can actually go underwater. Well, I mean, by that I mean they can't actually, you know, dive underwater because there's no item for that. So, I mean, that's kind of a good portion of the game that you don't have to really worry too much about. Oh. Careful with that. Ooh, almost close for another level up with Rottytops. Let's see, I believe there's another squid right here. Oh. Be careful with that. Got level 3 for Bolo, for everyone actually. I believe the highest level is 4. But it's just trying to maintain that level. That's the tricky part, though. Oh, mermaid. Oh. That was close. I was about to fall.
Nice.
Alright, that's all 3 in this area. Alright, area 2. If I can just attack. I'm gonna probably stick with Sky. Using her gliding abilities might be useful. Oh, scratch that. You got some of these big enemies. Honestly, easier if you use Rottytops to just jump over them. I mean, I guess you could technically take them out, but it's kind of a little bit risky. I mean, no pun intended there. Oh, no! Oh, got the gators. Careful. Alright, so... there's one right here. Alright. Yeah, I'm still sticking with Sky. Careful, don't fall. Really hope I don't fall. Alright. Or at least I'm maxed out with Sky. Still need a little bit more with Rottytops. Oh, well. Of course I lose some of it. Yeah, so I guess getting the max requires 150 gems altogether. I'll need Bolo for this one. Just trying to make my way across. I'm just worried I'm going to be falling. I don't want to fall, because that'd be a long way to travel back up here again. Alright, maxed out. Now if we get to max out Rottytops, that'd be nice. And I guess playing the waiting game is to see how long I can actually hold off not being attacked. Luckily, the more gems, or the higher the level with Rottytops, the faster and stronger her attacks will be. Yeah. Well, look at that. There's Bolo himself. That's a little bit surreal, actually, having two Bolos. But again, I mean, this is just a memory, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see, here's a tricky one, trying to make my way up here. See, I gotta time this one right. Oh, so close. Alright, there you go. Yeah, this was kind of a pain trying to do this with a speed run. Right, be careful not to hit the barriers. Oops. Thank you. Alright, just one more squid if I can get it. Ooh. There you go. I don't know why I was having trouble trying to grapple onto that. I don't want to try to overshoot the jump. Nah, that's too low. There you go. I mean, sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell if I'm gonna make the jump or not with Sky, because there are times it's gonna feel like you just barely missed the platform, which is kind of annoying, really. Oh man, just... Oh, look at that, just one gem short of a level up. Well, this music is a little bit different. Let's see, I'm going to switch to Sky. Need her gliding abilities. Also, I like the long-range bird attacks, you know, to attack targets very far away. Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately there are some squids I had to collect here too. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. I just hope I don't overshoot. Ah, of course I had to overshoot it. Of course I had to overshoot it. I'm just trying to fall off a pit here, so I'll just die. I need to recollect that one. Okay, well, I didn't mean to intentionally kill myself, but I need the squid. Although this is going to be a little bit of a problem, though, when it comes to facing the boss in this one. Well, I guess granted I can still use Rotty's ability. Oh god, I still missed it. Are you serious? Ugh. Of course I had to still miss the squid. Yeah, trying to do this one in one clean shot was... It's a little bit annoying. Alright, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Alright. The thing is, I just gotta make that short jump before... There. Finally, I got that one. I mean, it's just the problem is you jump too early and then you don't have the momentum to do a quick jump afterwards. I do have to admit though, this music is more high pace compared to the other ones. Oh, that was close. Oh, finally. Got that one. Look, there's Bolo number 2.
Huh?
Why is he looking all dizzy and knocked out? Oh, that. I got clobbered defending Shantae from about 100 mermaids. I fought them off bravely, but then they saw my powerful muscles and realized what a saucy fellow I was.
Bolo.
Not this again. Literally throwing themselves at me like starstruck.
Please stop talking.
I guess no one believes his story. And that's the reason. Tell it to your buddy here. Hey, wait up. Techno Baron? Ah. However did you get past my techno grunts? Only the Guardian Genie run should have been able to reach the top of my mermaid factory. There's no way 3 unmagical misfits like you could make it. Wrong, Gatorface. My zombie moves saved the day. Sure, kinda, but it was my mad Bolo ball skills that tipped the scales in our favor. My years of studying and training warbirds saved my skin. I didn't even break a sweat. Oh dear, how utterly disgusting. You 3 are even more conceited than I am. No matter, I happen to know a queen-size beauty who's big enough to cut those swollen egos of yours down to size. Huh? Well, what's that supposed to mean? Who cares? Quick, Bolo, you were there. How did we beat this next opponent?
Lay out the juicy strat.
Yes, please. Oh, right. Let's see. There was a mermaid. A big green one. She was wearing seashells. And she had long hair, but some of it was tied up in hair buns. Or jellyfish. Hard to tell. Can't you remember anything besides what she looked like? Not really. I guess he was so struck by her beauty, I guess. Okay. Giga Mermaid, fishy flashback. I'm gonna go with Roddy for this one. Alright, maxed out. Ooh, gotta be careful with this attack. Oh. Just try to get this thing away from me. I just don't want to get hit. Okay, there you go. Well, of course, like before, this is only just round 1. Round 2. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Sky for this one. I mean, luckily with her long-range attacks, it does get helpful. I mean, it has become a helpful attack here. At least that way I don't have to be close range. We're maxed out. Let's watch out for the tail attack. Oh. At least luckily, some of these bosses, that does provide some gems. Oh no. Ooh, there you go. I gotta say, that was probably the quickest so far I've actually beaten her. Seems like we're getting faster and faster every time I go through this. So you managed to conquer another memory, did you? Ha! You're no closer to saving your friend than you were before. Hey, we just let him walk off. What a creep. Yeah, but Techno Baron kinda had a point, didn't he? Maybe it's time we set aside our differences and try working as a team. My teamwork is fine, yours stinks. Yours stinks, mine is great. Never mind. Now, after Shantae freed the mermaids, where did she go next? For some reason... Can't remember a thing.
What?
Yeah, me neither. What gives? Oh, I know why. It's because while Shantae was fighting the mermaid, both of you had your memories stolen, remember? No? Nuh-uh. Well, I was there, and I remember every detail. We just need to make sure things happen exactly as they did before.
Everything to me.
Don't worry, leave everything to me. Who's worried? Come on, you two have a lot of work to do. Okay, World 2 cleared. And I think at this point I'm going to probably call it. I don't want to get too far into this. Alright guys, I got a good start into this little game. I mean, hopefully, at this point it probably only take maybe 3 full parts just to fully complete this. Probably that'd be even less than what it took for Risky's game, you know, the Pirate Queen's Curse, or Pirate Queen's Quest. But anyway, yeah, not a bad start to this so far. And, you know, at least, again, this is not a speed run, but, you know, I should be able to at least complete this a little bit quicker than my first time going through this, with hopefully less deaths along the way. Alright guys, this is DevilHunterXYZ, and until next time.